students. Today we will discuss for the electrical diploma students, and the paper for 5th sem is utilization of electrical energy and traction. We will resume our classes from where we have stopped. So we will also discuss some of the advantages of resistance welding. So before starting this resistance welding, let us know the advantages. So the advantages are as in your screen. It is quick method of joining two pieces. So by this process of this resistance welding, we can join very quickly. The other advantages of this method is there is a very little wastage of the material or the metal. So the other methods by which we were using welding process, so the material consumption or the loss by this process is minimum. Here the process is very accurate. The welds are consistently uniform also. So the welds which we have achieved after using this kind of welding is very much consistent. This type of welding is particularly well suited to all forms of automatic production. The following electric resistance welding processes are commonly used. So we will also discuss the commonly used welding processes. They are butt welding, flash welding, spot welding, seam welding, and projection welding. So we will discuss each of them briefly. So what is a butt welding? In this process, heat is generated by contact resistance between two components. The face of the component is or should be machined or edged before uh, machined or edged, prepared as shown in figure 5.13. So students, there is the figure for your butt joining. So the two parts of the component are brought together. So the first step is the parts which has to be welded are brought together and pressure is applied. So remember students, in this process pressure has to be applied so as to make the joint. So in this process two parts or components are brought together and pressure is applied with axial direction. So it will be achieved by the help of a spring. So spring is used to produce this kind of axial pressure. So heavy current is passed through the welding transformer, which is having comparatively large number of turns on the primary and lesser number of turns in the secondary. So why lesser number of turns? Because it is a step down transformer, as we have already understood from our previous classes. So which creates necessary heat at the joint due to comparatively high resistance of the contact area. So heat is now produced. Now the metal at the joint melts. So wherever this metal is at the joints, this gets melts due to heavy amount of current. The two parts fuse together producing a bulge joint. So this is the technique used in butt joint. Now its application. So it is used where the parts are joined end to end or edge to edge. So the application is limited to the joints where it has to be joined edge to edge or your end to end. These are also used for welding pipes, wires and rods. So its application is very useful because when we have to join pipes or we have to join wires, we have to join the rods, we will use this kind of butt welding. Now students, coming to flash welding. uh, uh, so this flash welding is similar to butt welding, but except for the difference that in this case current is applied to the parts before they are brought together so that they can moist arcing or flashing take place. The two piece to be welded are clamped strongly in a flash welding machine. The parts are brought together and the resistance of the current flow heats the conducting surface. As soon as the metal has been brought to its melting temperature, the current is shut off and the piece are rapidly brought together under considerable pressure. So here also we have to apply pressure and a tremendous amount of heat is produced by application of current. When the action takes place, the squeezed molten metal gives off spark or flash, hence the name. As the metal is heated to its plastic state, the pieces are forced together under high pressure, which forms fused metal and slag out of the joint, making a good solid weld. So for flash welding there is also a diagram given. So figure 5.13 shows two pieces of metal before and after flash welded together. So you will find this kind of diagram. So in a flash welding, this is the diagram which has been shown before joint and the joint after it has been made. So the application of this kind of welding is, this method of welding is used extensively in production work. So you will find in industries where production of similar kind of equipments will take place. Particularly in welding rods and pipes together, the flash method are almost entirely superseded the butt weld method. So due to its better performance of this your flash welding, butt welding are rarely used these days because they have replaced this butt welding. Now spot welding, the third type is your spot welding. This is the simplest and most universally adopted method of making lap welds in thin sheets up to a maximum thickness of 12.7 mm. So the thickness, the maximum level is 12.7 mm. Beyond that we cannot weld. It is the simplest form. The spot welding machine consists of a transformer to provide high current at low voltage. The electrodes are connected to the end of the secondary winding for leading the current to the work and apply the necessary mechanical pressure. In addition, there must be a mechanical arrangement to bring the electrodes into contact from or with the work. So there is a diagram also given for spot welding. It is here. So there consists of a transformer, the electrodes, the electrical control switch. So from the diagram it is clear, the transformer is there are the electrodes, and students, the electrical control switches are there. So let me just zoom it out so that we can easily understand from this diagram. So as discussed earlier, this transformer is also a step down transformer. So from the AC side, primary side, we have supplied the AC source from AC source. Now from the secondary side, what had happened, we have taken to the two electrodes. Now there are two, or you can say the job is there which has been fixed. So we will weld this job by the help of spot welding. After the application of current, we will provide a pressure and the weld will be finally made. Now students, it is used to provide tappings on the primary winding of the transformer to regulate secondary voltage. So to regulate the secondary voltage, there are tappings provided in the primary side and thus welding current. Therefore the welding current can be also controlled. A common arrangement employs tapping at both ends of this winding, one end giving coarse adjustment and the other fine adjustment. What is coarse? Coarse means not the exact value, it will give a rough value of the required value. Suppose from the primary side I will reduce the voltage to 10%. So it will not reduce to exactly 10%, rather it will reduce the voltage to a less accurate value. So after it has been achieved, we will take in the secondary side, and there we will adjust again. So by adjusting at the secondary side, this adjustment can be made more accurate. In the process, the material to be welded are overlapped and pressed between the water cooled electrodes, and the impulse of current is applied or passed through the assembly. The metals in the zone of pressure gets heated up to fusion, and joints thus made gets cooled under pressure. For spot welding, 5000 ampere of current is required, and voltage between the electrode is usually less than 3 volts. So the open circuit voltage is less than 12 volt. The value of the welding current, the time for which the current flows, and the pressure between the electrode tips are the main factors affecting the quality of the spot welding. So these are the main things which we have to remember, students. The spot welding, the current taken by a spot welding is around 5000 ampere, and the voltage is 3 volts, and if it is open circuit, then the voltage will be less than 12 volt. What are the other things? The value of the welding current, the time for which the current flows, and the pressure between the electrode tips are the main factors. So these are the main factors of this kind of welding, which we have to keep a deep thorough knowledge of these parameters, and are the main factors affecting the quality of spot welding. So by governing these things, the quality of the spot welding can be maintained. The time period of flow of current varies depending upon the thickness of sheet and the kind of metal. And for thin sheets, this period is about 1 by 50 seconds for each 0.26 mm of total thickness of the two sheets to be joined. Now the application. In the application part, it is applied to welding of sheets. It is used for fabrication all types of sheet metals structures where mechanical strength rather than water or air tightness is required. It may be applied to all types of boxes, cores, and enclosing cases, etc. Spot welding machine has a welding transformer and a timer. So it is having a welding transformer, which is essential, and is also equipped with a timer. This timer has a time for which the current flows. The primary winding of the transformer has tapping, and particular tapping is selected. So in a spot welding machine, there is a transformer along with a timer. So in this kind of welding machine, the timer controls the time for which the current will flow. Now the primary winding of the transformer has different tappings, and a particular tapping is selected by the selector switch S. Where is this S? I will show you in the diagram. So selector switch S is there. Depends. So let us first check the diagram. So let students, you can see spring for releasing pressure, and in the other side you will find electrode, water cooled or copper or bronze. Sheets to be welded are overlapped, and also in the other electrode water cooled for copper or bronze, there is a foot pedal for applying pressure. So by applying this foot, you can apply pressure. So you can see exactly at the center there is the transformer. There is a switch which is named S also. So there are tappings also, if you can closely look at the diagram, students. So by selecting this switch, we can change the amount of the voltage impressed in this primary side. Now So depending upon the current required for welding, maximum welding current, the selector switch should be kept at position number 1. So there was the selection of positions, so you can select one or two. So for selecting the maximum current, you have to keep it in position number 1. Secondary of welding transformer is connected to two electrodes made of copper or bronze, and both are cooled by water. When pressure is not applied on the pedal, electrodes are kept apart by the spring action. Suppose there is no pressure applied by you or the operator, then the electrodes will be separated by up. That means they will be just opened up. And when we will introduce the job or the welding things, and by applying our foot to that pedal, we can increase its pressure, thereby keeping it in firm pressure. Now when pressure is not applied on the pedal, the electrodes are kept apart by the spring action. The seats are to be welded are placed overlapping each other between the two electrodes, and pressure is applied by pressing the foot pedal. The spot weld is made between the seats. The thickness of the metal determines the duration of the magnitude of the current. So its thickness of the sheet which will be welded decides the time duration for which this current will flow. Again, now students will go to the next type of welding, that is your seam welding, which is very important. It is a similar to spot welding, except that series of spots are produced by roller electrode instead of tipped electrodes. So here only one modification is there. This tipped electrode are replaced by a roller electrode. Most seam welding produces a continuous or intermittent seam weld near the edge or two overlapped metal by using roller electrodes. As these rollers travel over the metal, the pieces are under pressure, and the current passing between them hits the two pieces of the metal to be fusion point. This might be called a seam spot weld method, and the figure shows a systematic diagram of a typical seam welder in operation. The spaces are to be timed to overlap or timed to have spaces between the spots. The main object of the overlapped spots is to produce gas, liquid, leak-proof lap joints. Two types of seam welds are shown in the figure. So if the current to the electrodes is turned off, and on a series of overlapping spots are from the same, then what will happen, we'll just check the diagram, then we'll proceed. So students, there are two different diagrams you can see. So here, instead of this tipped electrode, we have used circular electrodes, and these circular electrodes are moving. So what will happen if they will move? They will definitely apply a pressure to the job, or your plates of the welding parts. Now there is a primary side also, which is a welding transformer. The two sides of these electrodes are connected to the circular electrodes. So this is the diagram of your seam welding. The intermittent overlap spot weld technique is used for metals that are critical to heat treatment. Another form of seam welding is called butt seam welding, as shown in figure. So you can find it in the diagram. There is a butt seam welding. So there is a revolving electrode, and also there is a transformer. So this is known as your butt seam welding. This technique is often used to butt weld a longitudinal seam in pipe. The two rollers are mounted at an angle, and they press on the pipe edge, are forced together, and electric current brings the metal to the plastic molten condition. Now we'll discuss its application. It is used for making lap and butt welds. It is quicker than spot welding operation. It is used on many types of pressure tight or leak proof tanks for various purposes, and a number of other products, particularly of the relation type such as circular or rectangular containers. Car body, section transformer, radiators units, uh, and radiator units. Now, the projection welding. It is the modified form of spot welding. So, students, the spot welding, the method or the technique which we used, we have a little modification in this type of welding. Projection welding consists of forming slight projection on the sheet of metal. The projection are accurately formed in precise location on the metal by a special dial or a special set of dies. After the projection are formed, the raised portion on one piece are pressed into contact with another piece, while at the same time a heavy current is passed through the two piece. When these raised portion touch the second sheet of steel, as they are clamped by the electrode in the projection welder, the current is applied. Current flows at the point, heats and fuses the two pieces together. Projection welding has the following advantages over spot welding. So, what are the advantages? More than one spot or weld are done at a time. The electrode, uh, the electrode, due to low current density and low pressure, the electrode life is decreased. Good finished appearance is obtained because surface remains indented by the electrodes. It locates weld automatically at certain desired points by the position of projection. Now, students, there is a diagram shown to you. So, here also you can see the upper electrode and the lower electrode, and the final job which will be formed by using this kind of welding is shown in the right side of this screen. So, the application, it is advantageous in assembling parts made by punching or stamping, and for welding studs, nuts to plates. So these are the application of this kind of welding. So we will stop for today's class. We will, in our next class, we will discuss about choice of system. So thank you, students.